I'm the Rules Girl, and this is A Dog's Life, a family game for 2 to 6 players. In A Dog's Life, players are different breeds of canine, gathering resources and marking territory while avoiding the pesky dog catcher. The goal of the game is to win, and you win by burying 3 bones in your personal den. You start the game in your den with a full stomach, a half-full bladder, and a unique set of action cards that give your dog specific strengths and weaknesses. On your turn, you'll do 3 things. 1. Become hungrier. 2. Move and perform actions. And 3. Move the dog catcher. During the food phase, simply move your hunger 1 space to the left. During the dog stuff phase, your dog has a certain number of action points to spend on that many actions. These actions include 1. Moving 1 space along the street, into your den or into a building. You may pass other dogs or even the dog catcher, but cannot land on the same space as them. 2. Searching the trash can on your space, placing an empty trash marker there, flipping over your top action card and gaining the reward under trash can. You might get nothing, but you could get a bone, or 1, 2, or 3 days worth of food, filling your stomach and ignoring any excess. 3. Begging inside a restaurant, flipping an action card and gaining the reward under restaurant. You may not beg more than once in the same restaurant each turn. 4. Obtaining a newspaper from the newspaper stand, secretly looking at the number on the back of the paper and placing it face down in your mouth. 5. Delivering the newspaper inside the matching numbered building, discarding the newspaper, flipping over the action card, and gaining the reward under delivery. 6. Drinking from the fountain on your space, adding a piddle counter to your bladder. 7. Marking a lamppost on your space, placing 1 piddle counter from your bladder onto that space. Any other dog that walks on or through this space stops there, spending the rest of their actions sniffing the lamppost. On their next turn, they can replace your piddle as their first action. 8. Fighting an adjacent dog, by having you and the defender flip over an action card and look at the fight section. The dog with the most paws, if any, wins the fight, and the beaten dog drops everything from her mouth and flees to the closest legal space. If there's a tie, the action has no effect. But beware, if the defender has more paws, your turn instantly ends, and you won't even be able to move the dog catcher. 9. Picking up or dropping 1 newspaper or bone. And finally 10. Burying 1 bone at your den, bringing you 1 step closer to victory. Once you've done all your dog stuff this turn, it's time to move the dog catcher. Roll the die and move the dog catcher van that many spaces. The dog catcher can only move forward, left, or right. When the catcher is done moving, any dog on its space is sent to the shelter, dropping everything from its mouth, and any dogs in adjacent spaces flip over an action card to see whether they're caught or have successfully fled. And that's a turn. Keep playing until a dog wins by burying 3 bones in their den. Once every trash can token is on the board, garbage collection day happens, resetting every lamppost and trash can except the one that was just searched. But beware, if you ever have 0 hunger and need to decrease it, you collapse from exhaustion, dropping everything from your mouth, moving to the shelter, and immediately ending your turn. When your turn starts in the shelter, instead of doing dog stuff, flip an action card to decide if you escape. If you escape, start your movement from the shelter with the full hunger track and a half-full bladder. If you don't escape, move on to the next space on the shelter track. On your second turn in the shelter, you'll draw 2 cards instead of 1, giving you a better chance of escaping. If you're still stuck, you'll automatically escape at the beginning of your 3rd turn. Ready to play? Each player draws 1 dog card and 1 den, placing their figure on their den and shuffling the dog's deck of action cards. Each dog starts with 1 piddle and their hunger set to level 4. Place the dog catcher in front of the shelter. The most experienced player goes first. If you like The Dog's Life, you might also like Tales of Arabian Nights, a storytelling game of wandering the Middle East. If you're a particularly cruel dog, you might also enjoy Kittens in a Blender. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to The Rules Girl for more ultra-concise rules explanations.